last night too, talking about Jordan being a Nike guy and how he came to be and how influential. I'll give you the floor here. Certainly, since if I'm not mistaken, you're a Nike guy too. How influential was Michael on all of that, Charles?
Well, he's the most important sports figure as far as athletes make. Not only just the guys today that are making gazillion dollars for shoes and things like that. Rich, you have to go back. Athletes didn't even do commercials before Michael Jordan. Think about that. Between commercials and now everybody got their signature shoe and they're making tens of millions of dollars. That's all because of Michael. Listen, we can all talk about how great, and I mean, obviously, in my opinion, no disrespect to Kobe or LeBron or Kareem or Bill Russell or Wilt, he's the greatest basketball player ever. But what his biggest influence is guys was making all this money away from basketball. I mean, you think about it. Guys did not do commercials before Michael Jordan. Guys didn't have signature shoes and sell, that's all because of Michael. That, to me, as great a basketball player as he was, his influence away from the game. People give him a hard time for not being a social activist, which I think is disingenuous because Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, no guys were making social statements back in that day. I mean, yeah, obviously now with Twitter and stuff, guys all can say what they want to now. But if you go back in time in the 80s, nobody was making social statements. But what he did for the shoe business and the apparel business, that's probably his greatest contribution to the sports.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the social activism, that was quite a moving portion of The Last Dance last night, Charles, when President Obama was talking about how, he chose his words as Obama obviously always would, and so beautifully, that he was disappointed that Michael didn't make political statements. And I'm wondering how that was probably going to sit with Michael when he saw that.
Well, I think it's a different time now, Rich, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we all make social statements now. But you have to go back. You have to tell, at the time, like I say, as much as I love Magic, he wasn't making political statements. Karl Malone wasn't making political statements. I don't know who was the best black quarterback and guys like that. I think that's unfair. Now I think guys, because of social media, you could be a little bit more progressive and say what you want to. But also it's a double-edged sword. People only want you to say political stuff when they agree with you. Can you imagine if some of these guys came out today and they start wearing Trump hats around? People would absolutely lose their mind. So people want you to be socially active, but they only want you to be active if they agree with your point. And I think that's the double-edged sword for all jocks today when they try to get political. Remember a few months ago when LeBron tried to say something about China?
Mm-hmm.
People went crazy. And LeBron's one of the best dudes you ever going to meet. But when he didn't go crazy over this China stuff, he got lambasted. And I thought that was unfair. I thought that was unfair to him because LeBron's one of the best men you ever going to meet. But so it's a double-edged sword. Everybody wants you to be political, but they only want you to be political when they agree with you.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.